Hi guys, this is Vampire Angel 102. I recently saw this tag and it hit home to me, so I decided to just try it out. The tag is called the gay tag and pretty much self-explanatory. It's going to ask questions on your sexual orientation. So might as well get started. The first question is, what's my favorite TV show? Currently my favorite TV show is Awkward. I know it hasn't had a new season, I believe, but I haven't had cable in a while, but I've always liked that show ever since the first season. The second question is, what's my favorite artist? Currently, it's going to be Of Mice and Men, their new album. Before that, I was really addicted to We the Kings, Somewhere Somehow album. Favorite song from there was Sad Song. Third question is, the first time I questioned my sexual orientation. The first time I questioned my sexual orientation was about 7th or 8th grade, I believe. It's when I started seeing girls in a new light. I saw them as beautiful people that weren't getting really the credit that they deserve. A lot of guys were taking advantage of them, and I didn't like that. And I wanted to treat them as they needed to be treated, which is with respect. And I wanted to just be with them and all that. And I just saw them in a new light, and I loved it, and I never changed ever since then. The next question is, have I ever been bullied for my sexual orientation? I personally have not been bullied for my sexual orientation, but my best friend in freshman year of high school has been bullied for that, and it's the worst thing that can happen to people, getting bullied for who you are. Why would you even do that? You're supposed to encourage people to be who they want to be in life and not damage them for it. The next question is, have I ever been physically assaulted for my sexual orientation? I personally have not been physically assaulted for my sexual orientation, and I'm grateful for that. The only people I've told about my sexual orientation are the people that I trust in my family or my friends, and I've been grateful for them to be supportive of me. There was this one time, though, with my mom when I believe it was junior year, and I dated a girl. And I came home one day and she's like, no girls, you can never date girls or anything like that. And ever since then, though, she's turned a new light and she's finally accepted that I am who I am. The next one is, have I ever been called a gay slur? I personally have not, but again, my best friend from high school has. I believe he was called many names because of his sexual orientation. I don't believe he even came out of the closet, and people were calling him names for that. The next question is, if I had a choice to go back in the closet, would I, and why? I wouldn't, because I'm finally accepted who I am, and that's pan/demisexual, and I'm proud of that, and I love being who I am, and I love seeing people through their personality, not based on their gender, their sexual orientation, or anything. Anything they qualify as is what they do. If their personality shows them, that's what I fall in love with. The next question is that, have I ever felt like a second-class citizen because of my sexual orientation? I kind of have. No one's personally pointed me out for being that, but I kind of have based on what people say. There was this one person I did work with. He asked me straight out, what's my sexual orientation? I told him, and he started being like grossed out, backing away, saying gross, ew. And I pretty much stood my ground. I'm like, what's the problem with that? Honestly, people who love being with the people that they love, why would you be calling that gross? Like, you like girls, like me saying you're gross for you liking girls. It's just wrong. So he backed down and he was fine after that. The last question is, have I ever tried to contemplate suicide because of my sexual orientation? I have not. I didn't want to hurt any of my family or friends. I did self-mutilation and everything. I have cut myself on my arm. I have scars on my arm. But I would never end my own life because I love my family too much and I didn't want to hurt them in any way. But my best friend on December 3rd, 2009, he did commit suicide. He hung himself because I believe people pushed him too far. And people shouldn't end their life at the age of 15. Right after his birthday, November 17th, his little sister found him. And that was one of the worst days ever for me. I can't understand how people can push people so far for them to end their own life. He couldn't find an escape from what pain he was going through, and I wish that I was there for him even more than I was. People shouldn't do that. But guys, that was the gay tag, and I hope it did help people in some way. If not, I'm sorry. But if you guys want more videos, like, comment, or anything, you can even do the tag yourself. I tag anybody who watches this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll see more videos from me. Bye guys.